Hi everybody, welcome to Source Inspired Speaking. I'm Nathan. I've got a very powerful message from your soul to you about creation, about who you are, about how we create. It's something that I think can change your life if you realize what the message is and how you got to this message. So please sit back, remove yourself from any distractions, listen to these words, and I'll check back in with you after the message. Hello. Thank you for joining us here today. We wish to speak to you about who you are, about the truth of what makes your experience, of how you create yourself as you claim to know yourself as an individual. You see, your concept of who you are is much different than the truth. You believe that you are a human. You believe that you are very closely connected to your body. Many of you believe that when your body stops existing, you will stop to exist. And then others think that you will continue on just as you are in the spirit form. We tell you none of this is really true. You see, your body is a vehicle for experience, through which your soul creates and takes on a unique perspective which you identify as yourself. But the self that you identify with is not your soul. Your soul views life through this body. You create a sense of who you are through your physical experiences. But this identity is no more than a role you take on. It's no more than an actor in a play. It's a very small piece of who you are. Because your soul views many perspectives throughout its lifetime. Your soul does not jump into the body of a human, experience something, learn from it, and then take those experiences and jump into a new body and learn from that. That's a very small perspective to take of something much greater than you realize. Because who you experience yourself as is simply the part, the role in the play. You're not experiencing the full self, the full soul, for what you really are. And it's because of this limited perspective and this limited point of view that you are so easily led to believe that you are small, that you are weak, that you are a victim of circumstance of the world around you because you've created yourself based on your worldview. But the truth of the matter is, you are much greater than you realize. Because even though you experience yourself as the role, as the character in the play, that character is not possible without the presence of the soul. And therefore, the truth of who you are is much greater than you could ever realize. Because the self that you identify with is an experience of your truth, of who you really are. Your soul is an expansive being, this infinite, powerful creator that chooses to manifest an experience here as an individual on this planet. And it is through this desire of the soul to experience, you create the sense of self. But know that when you leave this physical world, when you no longer choose to play the part of this person, your experience of the afterlife will be different than what you think. Because, like any good actor, the soul can take on that part. So if you wish to connect with a child who is still here in the physical, your soul can take on the role of the parent and reach across the veil to communicate. But the soul that you are is much more than the parent. The soul is the culmination of every experience across many lifetimes of not only seeing through the eyes of the individual lifetimes, but the experience of viewing those lifetimes from a broader perspective. Because your soul doesn't come into the body, your soul manifests and creates through the body. The body is a tool, it is not a cell that holds you captive. So know that who you are is much greater than this experience. And while the self that you identify with will always exist in some way because it is a part of the soul, your experience when you reunify with your soul, when you reconnect, when you reestablish and integrate, is much greater than you could even realize. And because you are connected to the soul, your power here in this world is also much greater than you realize. You are not at the mercy of the experiences around you. You never have been. That's part of the role that you've chosen to take on and created through your observations, through your interactions with this world around you. But what if you realize that what you've interacted with all around you is connected to your soul as well? What if you realize that every person that you see, every object that you interact with is a manifestation of your soul? Because your soul is connected to everything. And while there are different souls interacting with each person that you see around you, it is through a mutual desire to manifest that experience with your soul. So every experience you have is coordinated at a higher level. And yet, your focus here in this world can also choose the direction that the soul moves in. Because the soul is without judgment. The soul chooses to experience. You choose what the experiences will feel like, how they will be interpreted in your own personal role. So you are not at the mercy of your soul's desires, because the soul chooses the experience of creating its own reality from a limited perspective, but your soul also moves all the pieces into place. The manifestation, the creation that you see around you is not possible without the integration of the soul. So we know this can sound very confusing, but think of it this way. You experience yourself as an individual. Your soul experiences you as part of a whole. Your soul sees the system of which you are a part of. And the soul uses that system to manifest what you focus upon as your perceived individuality. So you are the one who chooses the path of creation. The soul is the one who manifests that creation for you, and often in ways that you cannot even think of, because you do not see how everything is connected. And this is why we tell you to go within, to meditate, to connect with that higher self, because we want you to understand that anything is truly possible. Your soul is connected to everything you see around you. And all you have to do is choose what you focus upon, because that moves the soul to manifest in beautiful and unique ways. So we tell you this not to disempower you from thinking that you do not create your reality, but to empower you to know how you create your reality. And then to try to go within and connect with that higher sense of self, that broader perspective of who you are, because that connection is everything to this experience here. So in a time where so many are being disillusioned and feeling weak and at the mercy of others, it is important to have powerful leaders that step into their roles, that connect to that soul energy, that understand that they are moving the events on this planet. You are that force of change. Your soul is moving everything into place, just as you have asked. But it is not through your thoughts and words that you ask. Those are manifestations being brought to you by what you truly are, which is vibration. Your physical experience here is one of vibration, and your vibration is determined by your focus, and then your vibration attracts thoughts, ideas to you, which then you claim as your own or you reject. And through that process of claiming or rejecting, you alter your vibration even more. Because nothing in this world that you see, that you feel, that you experience is made of anything but vibration. So the thoughts are a manifestation of vibration. The thoughts available to you are based on your perspective, on your outlook, on your focus. And then that informs the soul of the direction of creation. Because the soul knows that you are a system of vibration, that's what makes up this planet, so that is how creation happens. So use this knowledge. Understand that you have attracted these thoughts to yourself through your vibration. And the vibration that brought you here to this message is one of empowerment. It's one that you want to hold, that you want to sustain, that you want to nourish, that you want to grow, that you want to amplify. Because that will move you further along your path of empowerment. So we hope this resonates with you. We hope you feel the truth to these words. And then continue this vibration, amplify it, make it grow, and see how you become empowered in your physical experience here. We thank you for listening, and we love you eternally. A powerful reminder of the truth of who we are, and understanding that we're much bigger than this experience, and that My soul isn't Nathan. My soul is much greater than that. And this experience is all one of energy, of vibration, of movement, of change. Understanding that this is the truth of our reality. Understanding that our vibration attracts certain thoughts to us. And that by focusing, we're focusing waves of energy. So use this as a tool. Use this information to help you to expand, to become empowered, to be the conscious creator of your vibration, of knowing how this message felt to you. And if it felt great, and if these words resonate with you, think of how you got to this point. What vibration brought you here? Because this vibration that brings you this message is one of growth. It's one of change. Nurture that, and you will see a beautiful experience unfold before you. So thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of all my upcoming messages. If you love that like button for me, it really helps me out. And be the force that this world really is calling out for, is asking for. There are leaders that are ready to step up, and you are one of them. A powerful force of creation that's going to move this world into its new phase of existence. So I thank you all for listening. I can't wait to see what you help create. And I love you all. See you next time. Bye.